Hey guys, this is part 23 of my video story, and we're into mid-March now with 4 one-day races in a row. But first of all, I promised you a quick results check, and that's what will happen. So where were we last time? God knows, I can't remember where I showed you to. Let's just go from here. That seems about right. I've definitely showed you that. So Cancellara won Kerner. I think I showed you that as well. So we'll start here. Camaiore was won by Battaglin, ahead of Lovekvist, Nocentini and Caruso. We did that race, and that race, and that race. Trofeo Zdi was won by Francesco Reda. Paris-Nice was won by Chris Froome from Carlos Betancourt, and the rest were in a different race. Heysdal finished the podium. As you saw there, some serious injuries in this race. Henao, Lofqvist, Degenkolb and Cavendish, all of whom are out for a long time. Cavendish is out to the end of May, so no Giro for him. Degenkolb's out of all the classics as well. We did that. Tirreno Adriatico was won by TJ Van Garderen, ahead of his teammate Cadel Evans by miles of that gap. Luis Leon Sanchez third. Tiernan Lock 11th. Interesting. Couple of injuries there. Luke Rowe. Sky are having a bad season for injuries. They're really not doing too well. Koerse was won by Van Heck. Paris-Trois by Giraud. And that's just about it. So not too much going on, but there you go. So the rankings, Chris Froome leads, no surprise there. Continental Tour, Battaglin is just ahead of Tim Bauer, and then a big gap back to Varga, Bakili, Offman, who had that great result in Langkawi, and Natanga, and then a big gap back to the rest. So we've got 4 in the top 6 and 5 in the top 10, with Goodlock just outside. So it's all good. See Zoltan then. Did. Zoltan has 2 points. Go Jakab. CQ should be Froome. It is. Cav second. Our top rider is Samuel Bakili in 16th, and then Varga and Bauer not too far behind him. Number of victories, Cavendish leads with 9. Bauer has a solid 4. So that's good. Team. We have 21 wins, well ahead of the rest. That's pretty good. Sky lead the World Tour just ahead of BMC. Only 18 World Tour teams have scored points. Looks like Euskaltel haven't. No surprise there. Continental. Okay. That's quite a big lead. Okay, so we're quite a long way ahead of Bardiani. Obviously there's been no Grand Tours yet, so teams like this will go to the Giro and the Tour, get their pick up points. Not in the Continental Tour though, obviously CQ they will. CQ, Sky lead by quite a way. We are 3rd, which is slightly strange, but there you go. Not that it really matters, but the country, it's like Italy's doing well, the UK, Germany, so yes, it's all good. Tim Bauer's contributing to a good start for Germany as well. Quick sponsor check. Our next sponsor goal is the Circuit Sarthe. As you can see, we're having some good success here. Just the Tour of Qatar and Driedags, which didn't go particularly well, but they're happy with Natanga's performance in South Africa. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's just about it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. So next up, we are in Belgium for the Nokere Koerse, or however you pronounce it. It's it's a hard race. Made easier by the fact there won't be any World Tour teams there, of course, but it's still going to be hard. I mean, 195 kilometers nearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cobble sections, and I think it finishes on it as well. This is obviously a circuit here, so it's definitely going to be one for the stronger riders. Mostly flat. It's a big climb at the start, and then a gentle hill on this circuit, but it's certainly not going to be one for a puncher. It's going to be a classics rider. So good. Luckily, we've got plenty of those. The team is Varga, Kelly, Ivanov, Van der Velde, Hashier, Gibson, Deeperveen, and Smith. Obviously, our leader here will probably be Varga again. But Gibson and Hashier are in top shape. Hashier doesn't really matter here because he's not good enough on cobbles to win, but Gibson, he could certainly challenge. Everyone's in decent shape. So I mean, the only guys that aren't down here, 4s and 5s, but all the classics team are fairly fit. That was the point in classic season. You need them fit. So yeah, again, it'll depend. I mean, Varga will get preference, but the rest, if someone else has a +5, they'll definitely get a go at attacking at some point. See how hard it is. Definitely get someone in the break, because races like this are so hard to control. You just need to have a guy up the road and let the other teams take control of it. So I'm thinking Deeperveen today, and see what happens from there. He'll come back in the race, guess probably for a mid-race update, but if not, then at the end of the race. So here's a little update, just over 100 kilometers to go. Breakaway of 6 has 5 minutes on the peloton. It doesn't take a genius to work out that we've managed to get Deeperveen into it, along with Van Gulen, Beyer, Hammerlink, Eichler, and Van der Haar. As we hit this cobbled section up to the line, it's 4% gradient-ish. It's only, I don't know exactly, 400 meters, so it's certainly not going to define the winner. But obviously, if it's close coming into on the final lap, coming into the final 300 meters between two sprinters, the one with better cobbled stats should win. So yeah, we've got Accent and Cofidis working on the front, which is why Van Gulen is not contributing in the breakaway. Don't think there's anything else to say. Just try and find out exactly how long this final cobbled section is. It's less than 500, isn't it? Starts there, 102.8. It's about 350 meters, so it's not massive. But there we go. So I'll come back at the end and we'll see how well our leaders can go. Well, as usual, we've got 3 kilometers to go and the AI is broken again, so breakaway still ahead because there was an attack, so everyone naturally stopped. Got guys on the front, but it's just not going to happen today. It really annoys me. I don't understand why that's been programmed into the game. I really don't understand how you can cock up that much. Seriously. Why on earth would everyone just stop riding, sorry, because one rider attacked? I don't get it. So anyway, Deeperveen's our best chance now. He's got to try and follow these guys, although he's not a sprinter, but neither are these, so. You have to accelerate, Sander. Sometime today you're going to have to accelerate. Right, back in the bunch. Right, just go on 99 effort. Really, can't be bothered with this. Where's Kelly? Not paying any attention. Right, so back at the front, I'm not paying any attention because I'm an idiot. The win looks like it's going to be Stuyven, Klostergaard. Deeperveen's coming through here. He's riding well, but don't think he's going to get a podium. Just let Kelly Varga sprint even and give up. So yeah, Stuyven, oh, it's going to be close. Plastergaard's going quicker. What a ride for Deeperveen, by the way. But I think Stuyven's going to hang on here. Yep, Stuyven gets the win. If I'd been paying attention, Deeperveen could have actually won that. Look how quickly he's going. Hulsmans, Giselink, Hammerlink, Van der Haar, Kaupas, Wittink, and Van Gulen. And Varga is nowhere. So, another disaster by the AI there, and yeah, good job we got a guy in the breakaway. That's why I should always put someone in the breakaway in cobbled races, short cobbled races, because it usually pays off. So, Jesper Stuyven took the win of Bontrager. Very promising young rider. So yeah, not too bad. Third for Deeperveen is a great result. No one was really expecting that, but 14 riders made it to the finish. Kelly 18th, Varga looked like he was absolutely boxed in. 21st, look at all the Belgians. Belgians everywhere! Hashia 32nd, Smith 34th, Gibson 52nd, Van der Velde 56th, Ivanov 58th. I had tried to attack with both Ivanov and Gibson earlier on. Ivanov got absolutely nowhere because as soon as he attacked, Peloton chased him down like madmen because he was one of the favourites. And when Gibson attacked, that was around about the point when the Peloton stopped chasing. So I had to stop Gibson. So I had to just bring Gibson back to the Peloton to chase because nobody else was, unfortunately. Absolutely ridiculous. But there you go, third place, still pretty good. So the next race then is in Italy, and I'm going to give this a go. The Gran Premio Nobili Rubinetteri Coppa Citta di Stresa. Thank you. 187 kilometers flat, but this one steep climb that we have to climb twice near the end will definitely get rid of the guys that can't climb. Obviously it should still be a sprint, but it really shouldn't be a massive bunch sprint. So we'll have to see how we get on. We've got a few options, guys that can sprint and do hills. Gombok, Natanga and Bauer. So if the hill proves really hard, then you're going to be looking at Natanga, but if Bauer and Gombok can get over, Bauer's fitter than Gombok, so yeah, I mean Bauer seems to be the leader a lot this season, but you know, that's the way it is sometimes. The other riders are Kumano, Schroeder, Yamada, Cassidy and Fisher. Obviously the headline news here is Natanga. We'll get to see his shiny new jersey, but always worth getting someone in a breakaway in one-day races. As you saw in the last race, it proves very, very good idea, and it will be Cassidy here. Unless he's too far back at the start again. Yamada is another decent option to get in the break because he's not quite good enough. Not quite good enough to stay up there at the end. His hill stat's not brilliant. Fisher is a young rider, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I'm just rambling on now. So again, same as last time. Come back for an update. Try and get someone to the break, and then see how hard those final climbs are because Cassidy, the leader, what are they thinking? Because if they are really hard, then it could be Schroeder and Natanga even. So we'll see. So we have 100 kilometers to go. Breakaway of 12 formed. Naturally, the Peloton tried to bring them back, but just gave up in the end. They realised they couldn't bring back 12 riders. There was actually 11, and then Cassidy joined them. So we've got Jakobsen, Campagnaro, Neon Schutte, Kujtor, Moltar, Valentin, Fumo, Yakimov, Atapuma, Winter, and Alizadeh, as well as Cassidy, obviously, who's +4 on the day. They've got just under 5 minutes on the Peloton. We've already been over one climb, which was pretty hard, but this climb here is hard. There's no way. I mean, Napolitano was the favourite for the race. If Napolitano gets over those hills with anything left to sprint, then I'm afraid it's a bit of a joke. Peloton, nothing yet. There's Natanga in his nice jersey. Doesn't actually look that different from far away. You can tell obviously these different colours. So yeah, hope Cassidy can hang on. I mean, +4 on the day. He's one of the best climbers in here. Only Atapuma and who's the other guy? Summer 71. Atapuma and Fumo are the only better climbers in the group. So hopefully he should be able to do well. And if this breakaway makes it over the first climb, then there's a small chance. But we shall see. 6 kilometres to go. What was the breakaway has now been took down to 5 riders, which were Cassidy, Atapuma, Kushtor, Fumo and Campagnaro. But some guys have attacked out the peloton here. Malakan, Gislink and Feline. And they've got a minute on the peloton. I don't think can respond to this. I've got a very good lead out actually for once for Bauer, but in fact pulled away from the peloton, which now decides to start riding again. But I still don't think it's going to be enough. Hopefully these guys all start looking at each other, which looks like the case. No, Feline's attacking now. Get to give Cassidy his bar. So that's Schroeder done. Kumano's turn. I don't know if we're going to catch the breakaway, but it's worth a go. So we'll see. Yeah, Feline is now basically gone on his own, which is annoying. Cassidy ain't chasing him, it's not up to him. Well, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. That's it. Right, Cassidy, you need to sprint. You've still got plenty left. Don't know what Gombok's doing. Follow him! It's not a headwind, so it doesn't matter, but Cassidy, get going, Bill. Go, Bill! Go! You might as well go. Gombok needs to go here. Don't think we're going to catch Feli. We're going to get 2nd, 3rd and 4th, aren't we? Bauer, go. I think everyone's going flat out, to be honest, anyway. Look at Cassidy. We're going to get like 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Oh! Oh! Go! Here comes Tim. Oh, look at that. Raped on the line. Tim Bauer again. Gombok will get 2nd. Natanga will get 4th. Wherever the hell he is. Look at that. It's a beautiful celebration. Celebrate good times. So 1st, 2nd, 4th, and Cassidy's going to get 5th. What a ride. And Kumano's in there as well, just misses out in the top 10. Schroeder still hasn't been caught by the peloton, which just gave up today. Because the sprinter, he's going to beat Modulo, yes! That was a close one. But I think because the climb was too hard for the sprinters, what happened was the sprinters' teams just couldn't chase any quicker than that because their sprinters were dead. I mean, Napolitano's 64 hill, for God's sake. 64. I mean, the hill killed Yamada and he's 70 hill, so yeah. Realistic, that race, actually. Although, first 4 in the top 5 probably isn't that realistic, but yeah. We got the lead out right. Incredible domination by the Team Bunzel Centrica team. I'm sure you need the team twice, but kind of sums up the start of our season, doesn't it, really? That was surprising. I was hoping to win, because when you've got sprinters that can climb hills, that sort of race is always going to be up there. But for nobody to follow our lead out is strange. You know, Gatto was here, he can climb hills. So I don't really understand why nobody went with us. And Cassidy was just in the right place at the right time to pick up 5th. But yeah, a little bit disappointing how easy that was, actually. Kumano was 11th in the end, Schroeder 13th. Did just beat Modulo, who was the quickest actual sprinter. But the hills that hill was so hard. And that race should not really be categorised as flat. I mean, it was like 8-9% that hill. Hard. Yamada 50th, Fisher 54th. I mean, look at the split in the group. They lost 16.5 minutes. Very, very hard race, that one. But Tim Bauer notches up another win. Great ride though by the whole team, which has not gone unnoticed by Tim, particularly Gombok, who probably could have been our leader today, but just slightly less fitness meant that the hill took a bit more out of him. As it turned out, it didn't matter, and whoever had been the sprinter would have won. But yeah, there will be 2 more one-day races in the next video. Hans Armour Classic and Classic Loire. Pretty much the same team as the last 2, if you know what I mean. So the Classics team in Hans Armour, and then the sort of punchy climbers and sprinters in Loire. And then again, there's a little break till Volta ao Alentejo. So hope you join me for that. And thanks for watching.